You're in front of the Israeli School, Universal Practical Knowledge, the Philadelphia Division, here at 3226 Cheltenham Avenue in Philadelphia. We're standing in front of the school right now, getting a description of the 12 tribe sign that's been painted by one of the brothers that was in the school: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Shalom. Shalom. You've been waiting for this day, so this day has finally come. A lot of you have been wondering where this knowledge that you've been hearing is coming from, and the powerful truth that you've been hearing, how this was established. Well, we finally were able to arrange for the priests to come down from New York and spend some time with us. And I'd like to introduce them if I can. These are some great brothers. We're very glad to have them with us. We want to make them feel as warm as possible, because this is their work and the extension of their work and what they've laid down some time ago. I'd like to introduce, first of all, priest and Sixth Shield General, 4th in command in the nation of Israel, Lahab. I'd like to salute this brother. March up. Barak. Yeshabim, which means sit. And I'm going to turn it over now to Priest General Lahab.
Water, brother. I'd like to say this, starting off, we're very impressed at your school here, and we're very impressed to see that the brothers and sisters in Philadelphia think enough of the Most High and the Bible and the truth and your nationality to be a part of this, because most of the brothers and sisters are running from the truth.
You're in front of the Israeli School, Universal Practical Knowledge, the Philadelphia Division, here at 3226 Cheltenham Avenue in Philadelphia. We're standing in front of the school right now, getting a description of the 12 tribe sign that's been painted by one of the brothers that was in the school: Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, and Issachar. Those are the 12 tribes of Israel.
Shalom. Shalom. You've been waiting for this day, so this day has finally come. A lot of you've been wondering where this knowledge that you've been hearing is coming from, and the powerful truth that you've been hearing, how this was established. Well, we finally were able to arrange for these for the priests to come down from New York and spend some time with us. And I'd like to introduce them if I can. These are some great brothers. We're very glad to have them with us. We want to make them feel as warm as possible because this is their work and the extension of their work and what they've laid down some time ago. I'd like to introduce, first of all, priest and Sixth Shield General, 4th in command in the nation of Israel, Lahab. I'd like to salute this brother. Macho. Barak. Yeshabim, which means sit. And I'm going to turn it over now to Priest General Lahab.
Water, brother. I'd like to say this, starting off, we're very impressed at your school here, and we're very impressed to see that the brothers and sisters in Philadelphia think enough of the Most High and the Bible and the truth and your nationality to be a part of this, because most of the brothers and sisters are running from the truth.
All right. Shalom, Israel, shalom. Yahbashim, Yahweh Barak, Salaki. Yahbashim, Yahweh Barak, Yattah, to the Akim. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar, Alatah, Bashim, Yahweh to the Akwati. Once again, this is the ISUPK Detroit Law class under Commander General Yohana. All right. Salaki, let me turn that down. Under Commander General Yohana, all right? ISUPK Detroit. I'm once again Officer of 1,000, Awaja, and to my right is my main man,
500 Tazarot.
And we're going to rock it out with y'all tonight, man. We appreciate y'all for rocking it out with us tonight, man. All right? If you can, take a second to like and share the class, as I'm doing myself right now, right this second. All right, so we can get them algorithms up, so we can get this truth out there, man. So, you know, now is a good time to be pushing the truth for our brothers and sisters. As y'all can see, we got a man in office who pretty much looked like he about to set everything off. He about to set it all off. The Lord put the right person in office to set it all off, all right? So we just want to make sure we sharing this truth and doing our part to get the truth out here, all right? So today we're going to talk about hate in the Bible. Reason being, I was talking to a brother. He was telling me about all this love, about the love for everybody. I said, goodness gracious, we got more work to do. I said, we got more work to do because this is ridiculous. Like, we in 2026 and black men are still getting hung from trees. Like, if you don't see that the oppressor is your enemy, man, it is something wrong with you, man. It got to be, it's something mentally wrong with you. I would have called it Stockholm Syndrome, but it got to be worse than that, man. It got to be something that's worse than that, because that's what they got to have, man. If they think the enemy give one care about them, if you black, Hispanic, or Native American, all right? The oppressor barely give a damn about his people. It's just he care more about them than you. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, we're going to start off with, give me 1 second here. Let me see what we're starting. Let's start off with Oh, shoot. Let's start off with Ecclesiastics 3:1. I want to start right at 8, but I'm gonna start at 1 because I want to. I like this pretty much.
You ready for it, sir?
Okay.
Honorable Khan, this is Ecclesiasticus. It's Ecclesiastes, Slakia, 3 verse 1. To everything there is a season.
So everything has a season in it, man. Everything has a season. You notice right now we are what? Springtime? Springtime, we just came out of what? Winter? We just came out of winter. We just came then after spring come the summer. Meaning everything in your life has a season. You might have a time where you're doing bad, and then it changed to you doing good. You got a time when you up and you down. It's day, it's night. Everything has a season. Everything happens in season time. Nothing pretty much stays the same. Everything is a cycle. You ever heard somebody say something like the cycle of life? You know what I mean? So everything moves on a cycle. All right? Nothing is like permanent, so to speak. You know what I mean? Everything moves in the season. Go ahead.
And a time to every purpose under the heaven.
And a time for everything under the heaven. Everything has purpose and time. Like, that's one thing I always tell my daughter. Like, you got to have a good attitude when you approach things. You know what I mean? You always want to have a good attitude because your attitude affects your approach to things. So you approach things properly, then you generally get a good result out of it. So that's what I always try to tell her, man. And the Bible said everything. Read that again.
Honorable Khan. A time to every purpose under the heaven.
And a time to every purpose under the heavens, meaning everything under the heavens has a cycle, a time to it, a beginning and an end to it. All right, and there's a purpose to that thing. You understand? All right, go ahead.
Honorable Khan. Verse 2. A time to be born.
A time to be born. That's what we have. That's what the Bible. Now, see, this is why I wanted to start at the beginning of this, because this is going to take you to pretty much the cycle of everything. You see, right now it's saying it's a time to be born, because that's how everybody get here. Nobody get here without being born. I know some of y'all think Christ floated into Mary's stomach or some nonsense like some nonsense like that. That's not true, man. Everybody is born coming out of a woman, coming from a man's rod. You born in here. Nobody just appears. All right, go ahead.
And a time to die.
And a time to die. It's the cycle of life. Nobody gets away from dying. It's just dying is a part of life. You know what I mean? You die, you get your judgment, you come back. That is what it is. That cycle just continue on. It's a constant cycle. It's like a never-ending loop. All right, go ahead.
Honorable Khan. A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted.
And that's what we doing right now. We planting our garden. This is the time you put your garden down, April, right now. People is putting stuff in the ground right now, planting, because what? It's going to come a time when it's time to harvest. It's going to be a time to harvest what they plant down into the ground, all right? Go ahead.
Verse 3. A time to kill.
A time to do what?
A time to kill.
Don't break in my house. That's all I'm going to tell you. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Don't try to harm my family. Don't do none of that. I will defend and protect to the fullest. It's not going to be nobody there to say stop or why'd you chill out. No, it's not going to be nobody there. Don't Don't embarrass you. Don't do nothing to yourself to get yourself harmed, seriously harmed, severely. All right, go ahead.
A time to heal.
And it's a time to heal, man. And nobody needs healing more right now than blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans inside
That's
the
right.
country, man. We need to heal. We need healing in this country, man. We've been beat down so bad inside of this kingdom that we in right now, man. It is beyond belief. I don't think it been a people in the history of the world that's been beat down this damn bad, man. We look at the person that's unalive in us in some kind of way. We'll argue with somebody about loving them. We'll look at them unalive in us. And we won't even talk about it, mention it, because we too busy trying to love us. And he clearly does not love us in return. We don't even understand what is being done to us. We don't even stop for a second and consider what is being like. Hold on, wait a minute. Why was my neighborhood flooded with crack cocaine in the 80s? Why wasn't no other neighborhood flooded like this? Now everybody bringing the drugs in, but my neighborhood is flooded with it, and we ain't bringing nothing in.
Hey, Salakia, sir, if I could, that's heavy as hell because it actually make me think back to growing up, and you think about, you probably remember you had a border, like our border was 8 Mile.
God.
You know what I'm saying? All the drugs was on the Detroit side.
God.
They had something called East Detroit, Roseville. As soon as you cross 8 Mile, everything changed.
God.
Wasn't them same drugs wasn't flooded over there like that. You understand?
God.
You know, and that's just that's a mile away, not even a mile away. You see what I'm saying? So that's how you know it was designed that way.
God. And not only that, a lot of them was buying all the goddamn drugs.
Damn right, sir. They come over there to get it.
Yeah, they coming over there buying the drugs. It ain't no drugs in their neighborhood like ours.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane. We need healing, man. We need healing. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans need healing. Y'all see what so-called immigrations or ICE is doing to our Hispanic brothers? Ain't no Chinese people getting deported. No Arab people. No African people. Lord knows they got all kind of illegal everything over here. And none of them getting deported.
Salakia, sir, if I could. Just like verse 3 say, a time to kill, a time to heal. You 100% right, because this is the time for us to heal our people.
Damn right.
This is the time to heal. So that's what we do. We out here to heal. We give away food. If you look on this wall, we got pallets of food to help heal and help our people. You know what I'm saying? The oppressor not doing that. Their time is always to unalive. That's the only thing that they have on their mind is to unalive. You understand? We are here to heal our people, to give them their nationality. You understand? To let them know where they came from. You know, understand? To let them understand that Bible is their heritage. It's their everything. That's their laws. You understand? So we are here to heal. So we definitely need that. We in that time now where it's time to heal our people. Slack.
No, you absolutely right. Because blacks and Hispanics put back on their identity is a big part of healing.
Damn right.
You can't heal if you don't know who you are. You know what I mean? You can't heal yourself. You can't start the process. Because once you figure out who you are, then you would know what it is you're supposed to do. You see what I'm saying? So learning our nationality is a big part of healing, and we need that, man. You absolutely, you actually hit the nail right on the head, man. We need that badly. All right? So it's a definite time to heal. Go ahead.
A time to break down and a time to build up.
because that's what we doing inside of this kingdom right now. We building up. We've been broke down. It ain't nothing more broke down than blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans inside of this kingdom. But the ISUPK under Commander General Yohana, we are building them back up.
Right.
We building this nation brick by brick. Brick by brick. We are building this nation back up, man. And it is a beautiful thing. We just came from the Passover maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, man. And every year the Passover get bigger. It get bigger and it get better. Why? Because we are building this nation up, man. We are building, despite Christianity, despite fake Israelite groups, despite people lying on us and speaking evil against us, man. We are still building this nation up, man.
That's right.
We still building it. We pushing forward, man. Because there's nothing more important than building our nation. We won't survive trying to make it in this kingdom. We have to have our own nation. And that ISUPK under Commander General Yohana, damn it, we gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Read.
Khan will come. Verse 4. A time to weep and a time to laugh.
You're gonna go through some things. So you're gonna have a time to weep and a time to laugh. All right? Go ahead.
Khan will come. A time to mourn and a time to dance.
A time to mourn and a time to dance. Go ahead.
Khan will come. Verse 5. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together.
It's going to be a time to cast away stones and a time to gather them stones together. It's going to be a time for that. Go ahead.
A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing.
Go ahead.
Verse 6. A time to get and a time to lose.
Go ahead, because inside anything, you take losses, you gain some. I mean, you gain and you take losses. It's a part of whatever we do. It's a part of your life. To win and lose, it happens. Everybody take a loss. Everybody, especially me. It feel like sometimes.
You take a lot of losses, so shit. That's both of us.
It feel like it's me every time.
Damn.
Yeah, who you telling? Go ahead.
Khan will come. Salaki. A time to keep and a time to cast away. Verse 7. A time to rend and a time to sue. And a time to keep silence and a time to speak.
That's what a lot of people don't know when to do. They don't know when to shut up and when to talk. Everybody want to be effing heard nowadays.
They ain't saying nothing.
They ain't saying nothing. I'm watching this. I'm watching Cap at 607 Unc. I'm like, what in the hell is this nigga talking about?
I couldn't even make it through the whole thing, sir.
I'm like, what is this dude talking about? Like, this nigga is higher than a fool.
You know, Slakia. That showed me something with Cap, though. Captain Tazariot, he had his patience. The Lord really blessed his brother with so much patience where he can deal with these different areas. That's what make ISUPK so heavy. The brothers over us, they train us to have patience, to have enough patience and listen to where we can get something out of the nonsense that our brothers and sisters are saying, just for we can try to wake them up. You understand? So he showed a lot.
Yeah, because sometimes, like, just beside bar right quick, once in a while in between that, the brother would say something halfway right. But me, I would be so frustrated with all the stupidity, like, man, I wouldn't even hear that. I wouldn't even hear it. Like, man, just stop talking. Stop. So yeah, some people it's just best to always know when to speak and when not to speak, when to listen. A lot of times, you will learn a whole lot just by listening. All right, Salaki, go ahead.
Kind of a con. Salakia. Verse 9. What profit have he? Oh, Salakia. A time to love.
It's a time to love. Now we get into my point to where I really wanted to get. I just wanted to read that up above it. It's a time to love. It is a time to love. And loving, when it's saying love, it's not talking about your enemy per se. How in the hell can we love? Should we love? Why in the hell should we love our enemy? We ain't even showing love for ourselves. We have to do that first. That's the problem. A lot of us are so busy trying to love the oppressor or love the other nations that we're forgetting to love ourselves. That time to love is for us to love each other, man.
That's right.
It is time for us to love each other. It is when we look at our community and we look at how destroyed it is, it's because we don't love each other, man. Because once we start loving each other, we'll build each other up. Mm-hmm. And won't no Arabs be in our community. I always say this because it's so mind-boggling. Like, how in the hell is the Arabs selling us chicken?
Right.
Like,
East Indians selling us chicken.
East Indians, yeah. How in the hell is they sell? They owe every Captain J's in Detroit.
Churches, all of
that. Yeah, selling us chicken. Yeah. They don't eat none of the shit. We eat all of it, and they selling it to us.
Yep.
Are you? That's because we don't love each other, man.
Hey, Slacky, sir, if I could. It's heavy because, just like you said, we battle of loving the oppressor. Everything about the oppressor we love. So if the oppressor says it's good, we run into it. If the oppressor says it's bad, we're going to run from it. You understand? And we following the wrong person. You know, understand? Who you need to be following is ISUPK under Commander General Hana. And he'll show you how much you're supposed to love your brother and hate the oppressor. You understand? Because what happens is each time we follow the oppressor, it pulls us further away from our people. That's why you see these folks in the neighborhoods battling against each other, brother battling against brother, sisters battling against sister. Who control these apps where they have most TikTok, Scoops, all these different apps? And if you look on that, all you see is black women fighting black women. That turns my heart every time I see a woman fighting another woman. You understand? And that's just something that they putting out there for you. Now you're seeing it more, and now you following it. It's cool now. This all a setup from the oppressor. You understand? Stop loving the oppressor. You understand? That's the worst thing you can do. Love your brother. Salaki.
No. What you're saying is absolutely 110% right. And you know what? You know what the problem is? A lot of us don't know how to love each other.
Yeah, right.
We just don't know how. But in ISUPK and the Commander General Yohana, we show you how to love your brother. We'll show you how to love your brother, man. You don't know how because you too busy, because of the oppressor, you too busy looking at him like he your enemy. Mm-hmm. Meanwhile, your enemy making all of everything happen. And you ain't paying him no attention. He move about freely, scot freely, and don't even worry about it. Meanwhile, you hating your own brother, man. Mm-hmm. That's how we get caught up inside of this kingdom right here. So give me 1 second. I'm just checking and making sure we don't got no questions. All right. Cool, everything cool. All right, go ahead.
Verse 9. Oh, Salakia. Verse 8. A time to love and a time to hate.
This is a time to do what?
A time to hate.
Let me tell you something, man. The reason why the scriptures say it's a time to hate in there is because it's a time where you got to have that in you. where you have to have that, man. You can't always love everybody. And that's BS anyway. Can't nobody love everybody. Like,
Not at all. Man. Not at all. Not at all.
Who really loves everybody? That is such BS, man. If anybody tell you they love everybody, they are effing lying. I'm telling you that right now. They are lying through their teeth. You might want to step away from them. What will you say? I'm going to step away from you. Lightning about to strike you.
Damn right. Hey, Salak, if I can add on to that, sir.
Go ahead.
That was put in place just for black folks can forgive all the unaliving and all the things that the oppressor did to our people. So that's set in place just for we.
Sure.
You know, we gonna love you too. We're made to love everybody. Because you don't hear the China man talking about loving everybody. They come down here, they have Chinatown. They got their own towns in these. Right. But every nationality that come here, they have their own section. Black folks don't have their own section. So when they put that narrative out there to love everybody, it was just to make the punch and all the things we dealt with from the oppressor to ease it. You gotta love us the same way, you gotta love everybody.
No, what you're saying is absolutely right, man. Don't no other nation walk around talking like that, thinking like that. Because it's detrimental. If you let another nation come into like they come into our neighborhood, what happened? They end up ruling over you.
Con.
And it's what? Let's just say 1,000 black faces in one neighborhood, and they don't own a gas station, nothing. A corner store, nothing, an ice cream machine, nothing, a vending machine, nothing. Like nothing. It's all owned by people of other nations, man.
Kind.
That's not love, man. That's not love. Like black people, Hispanic people, and Native people are some of the most lovingest people on the planet. We love so much that we don't even care that we're not getting loved in return. We blinded by our own love for everybody.
And Salakia, what's so heavy about that is, what we've been through the oppressor. We love so much that we can forget about all them 400 years of torment that they put on our people. We can forget about all of that. We can still open our arms and love this damn devil. You understand? That's how loving our people is. You understand? That's the difference between us and the oppressor and actually us and all these damn nations. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't in the 12 tribes, you don't have that same empathy. You don't have that same heart, that love for people. You just hate everything about them. All of those other nations is all about hate. We can follow it, track it all the way down through time. Salaki.
No, what you're saying is absolutely 110% right. 110% right, man. They hate us. They hate is unconditional. And our love is unconditional, man. All right. Go ahead. Let's finish that up.
A time of war.
A time for what?
A time of war.
Man, let me tell y'all something. It's a time for war. A lot of our people don't believe we at war right now. But we at war. They warn us in every kind of way that they can think of. We just don't see it. We just don't see it. It's a crafty, silent war that they're doing against us. They pushing things on us that's destroying us. They push the alphabet community on us. That harms us. They push drugs on us. That harms us. They push They push immoral things on us. They push sinful things on us. They push think about what get done to us inside of this kingdom. Everything that's not right. If you don't know about the law, statutes, and commandments, everything that's not right get pushed on you and glorified inside of this kingdom. It gets glorified inside of this kingdom. How in the hell do we glorify sleeping with another brother wife? Like, it's whole songs about this. It's whole songs about this. Our women making songs about jumping from rod to rod. Like, what the hell has happened to our morale inside of this kingdom?
Hey, Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
You know, that's crazy because if you look at the whole scenario of everything, you know, who pushing it? Who's running the algorithm of all of that? You know, it's crazy because we used to have rappers that actually sung like that rap political, like about their culture and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? They didn't push those guys. You know what I'm saying? Like Public Enemy, they didn't get pushed. Digable Planet, they didn't get pushed. But when it come down to NWA and all of these things, they pushed that gang mentality out here. It was easy if they got control of it. So say Commander General Hunter got control of that. Do you think any of that nonsense would be being put out here?
Hell no.
You know, and that's how we know it's all set in place for our hook. You know, for say, you know, they trying to hook us in to follow that BS. You know, that's one thing we got to get away from. Everything that's put in our face, 99.9% of the time is not for our good. Slack.
God, no. You said what you're saying is absolutely 100% right. It is not for our good. And the oppressor, no, it ain't like if he don't know or something like that. He know exactly what we doing. And that's to my next point that I want to make about it's a time of war. It is a time for war, but guess what? That war always don't start with your enemy. It always doesn't start with your enemy. Because we war with our people in this sense, trying to wake them up and teach them who they is. And saying, come on, man, let's get it together. Put the weed down. Put Christianity down. Put Islam down. Stop mistreating the women. Women, stop treating the men. Men, stand up. Be strong. Woman, you stand up and be strong. Be who the Lord wants you to be. You have to war with your people to do that. You know it because if we didn't have to war, then we wouldn't have to go to camp every damn weekend.
Right.
We wouldn't have to go to camp. It'd be no need for camp. We have to war with our people about celebrating Christmas and Valentine's Day and what's coming up, Memorial Day and Labor Day and 4th of July and all this old foolishness that makes no sense whatsoever. We got to war with our people so they'll stop celebrating Easter. They could have been at the Passover with us, and we could have had a glorious, we did have a glorious and great time nevertheless, but I'm just saying, as a nation, as an entire nation of people, your war doesn't always start with your enemy, man. Your war starts with your people because you got to galvanize what? The troops. You got to galvanize the troops. Let me tell y'all something. That is the most important thing because we can't do anything as individuals. We need a nation of people, man. Nat Turner said, let's attack the enemy. He said, who want to go? The ones that raised their hand? He was like, all right. He said, the first thing we got to do is kill the people that didn't raise their hand. Right. He said, that's the first thing we got to do. Why? Because you cannot have that. You can't have a division. Especially inside of this kingdom. You cannot have a division. We must be one. We must be together. That's the only solution. That's the only solution to defeating this enemy that we up against, man. Because he is a very cunning. very cunning, and very calculated about how he moves and the things that he do. All right? Go ahead.
Hey, Colonel Khan. And a time for peace.
And it's also a time for peace. And I'm going to tell you, that time ain't right now.
It damn sure ain't right now, Slucky.
It ain't right now. We going to have peace when Christ come back and put us where we supposed to be at. That's going to be our peace. That's when we get peace. All right? From there, let's get Psalms. Let's see what Psalms I want. Let's get Psalms 139 and 21.
This is Psalms 139, verse 21.
I think I said 139.
Con.
Okay, come.
This is Psalms 139, verse 21. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee.
That hate thee. How do you know who hate the Lord? Do I have to go back and forth with people about the oppressor hating the Lord? Like, just look at what he does. It tells you he doesn't have to say, I hate the Lord. He doesn't have to say that. Look at what he does. What he does tells you he hates the Lord. How you gonna treat the chosen people of the Lord the way he treats them in this kingdom that we in, man? You're gonna look at God's people and treat them in the manner in which you treat them, and then say you love the Lord? Donald Trump said he in his heaven.
So lucky. You know they hate the Lord, sir. If you look at everything they do is against everything that the Bible speaks on. Down to men lying with men, women lying with women, and things of that, and all the different drugs they putting in their system, and they promote how they did the Lord's people for so many years. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know they hate the Lord. By changing the picture of Yahushua to a white gay man.
Good night.
That shows you they hate the Lord.
Good night.
There's no other way around it. You understand? When they changed, they white-faced all of the people of the Bible. Oh, Salakia. After they whitewashed all the people in the Bible, the biblical folks in the Bible, they whitewashed them all for their personal gain, just to get a foot up on our neck. You understand? That's what shows you that they hate the Lord. Salakia.
God. And they whitewashed everything too. And what's crazy is it ain't even the first time they did it. They done it. It's in the Bible the first time they did it. It's right in the Bible they did it. Right in I think it's First Ezra. No, if I'm not mistaken. It's right in the Bible the first time they whitewashed everything. So the fact that they doing it and this it's not no surprise. That's why, man, and that's another reason why I love the Bible, man, because it's so important for us to learn the Bible, because everything that they doing today, you can see it inside of the Bible. It's so it's all like it's so parallel to each other that it's ridiculous. You can see it. Ain't no almost. You can see it. You can see it. You would be like, man, that's why it was so important for them to push us away from our culture. Because if you know who the enemy is and you know everything that they're doing, you would know how to better defend yourself against it. You would know better how to do it. They changed our names. This ain't the first time they did this. This ain't the first. None of this is a first. That's the importance of knowing the Bible and knowing our culture and knowing who we are and knowing. That's the importance of it, man. Then we can do what? We can put on our armor. The Bible say put on the full armor. You will have on the full armor. You will be protected. But if you don't know, what happens? You get fooled by the same foolishness. The same foolishness. He running the same game plan. He ain't doing nothing different. He not smart enough to do nothing different. Not to mention, he can't do nothing but what the Lord let him do. All right, go ahead.
Kana Wakana. And I'm not, I grieved with those that raised up against thee. Verse 22. I hate them with perfect hatred.
Man, David said he hate them with a perfect hatred. Now that's a hell of a hatred, man.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a hatred. David said, I hate them with a perfect hatred. Meaning his hatred ain't flawed. It ain't flawed one bit. One morsel. All right?
And Salakia, sir, that's what we need to get. We need to get that perfect hatred against the oppressor. Instead of having this love we carry along with us, which it just disgusts me to watch how brothers that look like me and you, that know what we done been through, and you still want to be shoulder to shoulder and love your brother, and love that oppressor, and all. That just don't make sense to me. I want to have that perfect hatred. That perfect hatred. You understand? Slack.
Damn right. No, you absolutely 100% right, man. You absolutely 100% right, because it'll keep you out of a lot of mess. It'll make you not even want to be around the oppressor.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And that's what the problem is. We too inviting. We too open armed for every goddamn body except each other. Can you imagine what it? Just think about it for a second. Somebody murder your brother in your face, and you still talking about you forgive him and love him. Can you imagine what it takes to love them?
Come on.
How you gonna have room to love anybody else?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got no room to love your brother. Because what? You too busy. The effort that it takes to love them. The effort it takes to love somebody who do not love you, who does not care what happens to you, who only wants to harm you and unalive you, who hates the very sight of you and wish they could just wipe you off the face of the earth. And all you can do is love. Nah, not me, man. Not me. I can't do it. My natural instinct won't let me do it. Before I knew about the truth, I knew I couldn't do that. It was already over. I had seen enough and been through enough. To know I can't, it's no way I can love the oppressor. Some more on that?
I count them my enemies.
You do what?
I count them mine enemies.
And that's what David did. David counted them his enemies, man. He counted them his enemies. We don't do that, even though it's clear that they are enemies. It's clear. Even though it's crystal clear that they are enemies. Let's see what they do. I said crack. I said the alphabet thing.
The music. The porn sites that they flood the airways with.
Oh my God. That is out of control. Everybody watching porn. I be hearing people I'm like, damn, you watching? Yeah. I never thought that many people really watch that stuff.
You know, we're in a different generation though, right. So when we grew up, it was different. You had to go get something, put it into the tape and rewind it fast. It's different. Now they got it right in their hands on their cell phone. You know, he made it, the person made it so accessible to you.
Yeah.
You know, so he gonna feed you these things. That's the same thing they do with the marijuana in the neighborhoods. So now you got marijuana on every corner like you got a liquor store. You know what I'm saying? So what he do is everything he know gonna go against what we believe and how we should live. He gonna feed this to you.
God.
So he's feeding you all of this destruction. And what we doing? Fighting it, running with it. The same thing he was sending you to jail for all these years, just a few years ago, now it's legal.
God.
Because they making money off of it now.
God.
Now they can destroy you and make money off of it at the same time.
God. What they did was they promoted it heavily. They promoted it heavily because a lot of the dealers coming up in the 80s and things, they didn't even get high.
A
lot did, a lot didn't. You know what I mean? But now everybody's smoking weed. And it is the dispensary everywhere. Every stinking where, man. And it makes no sense because blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, all we care about is having fun. It's a good time to be on the internet watching naked people. It's a good time waking up and getting high, partying with the women, just having irresponsible sex. That's the perfect word for it. Irresponsible sex. Don't care. Ain't just have she prayed that you gone. You don't even talk to her no more. She was just something for the weekend. Your oppressor has made all of these things happen, man. How did he make it all happen? By stripping away who you are.
Your heritage.
By stripping it away from you. You think if you knew the law, statutes, and commandments, we'd be conducting ourselves in this manner?
Shit, Slakia. If you look at it too, sir, you can streamline it back from slavery, just how bad it got worse and worse, and the more that they fed us, the worse it got. You understand? At a point in time, you know, the so-called black families was living good.
We was living good.
Yeah, we was about family. We had family, men in the house, kids listened to men. The women took care of certain responsibility, and men could be a man. Then they start adding stuff to it. Okay, now we gonna give their sister some money, but we got to put this man out the house. So now it's putting the black woman over the black man, you know, because now the man gotta go. So if we just look at everything that done transpired in the last 100 years, less than 100 years, you can see the transformation in our people from where we were then to where we are now. You know, and it's everything that they doing to us are actually destroying us year by year, year by year, year by year. And that's why it's so important for what ISUPK does, you know, under Commander General Honda. We here to bring you back to it, bring you back to your original heritage. You bring you back to your laws that you have to do. Bring you back to loving your brother. You understand? Bring you back to loving your sister, knowing if you lay with that woman, you can't leave that woman. You understand? So bring that household, that family atmosphere back. Slack.
No, Khan, you're absolutely right. Because one of the things that they always like to say, and just to add on to what you're saying, one of the things that they always like to say is, we was poor and we didn't have nothing. I could have, now you can correct me if I'm wrong. I could have swore we built Black Wall Street up.
Damn right. Damn right. We built Black Wall Street, a couple of more areas up like that.
A lot of our black towns is underwater right now. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we was never a poor people. We a destroyed people. It's a difference between the two. It's a big, huge difference between the two. We built cities in this stinking
Hey, what's crazy about that too, you gotta figure we came out of slavery and started building with nothing. You understand? And like you say, we got so-called black areas that's underwater now that they made lakes and ponds and things like that. The expressway is running through the middle of these areas that we had built up at a time. You know what I'm saying? Like Black Bottom, stuff like that. You know, they changed. Whenever we did well, they knocked it down. We did well, they knocked it down. And you can see the stress and the things. And you know what else? Not to just jump off topic, but these Christian churches did just as much damage as the oppressor, because when you came out of slavery, what did we have? Christian churches.
God.
You understand? And now they're leading our people around. You know, so we was just destroyed from the beginning. That's why it's so important of these classes that we do 6 days a week. You understand? Because we here for a reason. When we out to camp, we here for a reason. We here to give you back your nationality, to give you back your heritage. You know what I'm saying? To let you know who you are. Because you're not who you think you are right now. You understand? So that's what we here for. Slack it.
No, you absolutely 100% right. Again, right on the money with it, man. Right on the money with it, man. These classes and what we do and what we teach are such an important thing. Can you look and see if we got any questions?
Kind of.
The water. Yeah, these classes and what we do in here is such an important thing, man. Because without these classes, I don't know where I would be. I don't know I'd be in some trouble somewhere, doing something. I don't know. I don't know, man. I know I needed this, and I think every Black, Hispanic, and Native American man need this, because this Bible, man, and learning it the proper way is the best thing that can happen to us. And you made a heavy point, man, with the Christianity. Christianity, man, it taught us how to be submissive. You learn how to be submissive in Christianity, because what was they pushing in that time? To turn the other cheek, the love your enemy, love them that despitefully use you. Whatever the hell that stupid stuff was they said.
That love your enemy stuff is crazy, because they tell you to love your enemy, but your enemy don't love you. You understand? They want you to love that white man, but that white man don't love you. You know, that's the downfall. That's the crazy stuff MLK put us through. You know, put a lot of our people through. Turn the other cheek. Just come and march. We're going to go stomp through here and we're going to march. If they hit you, just turn the other cheek and love them anyway.
Oh, my God.
No. When the Bible say love thy enemy, it was talking about a brother that you had an art against. They not talking about just loving your oppressor. You understand? So, slack it. That's crazy work.
Just slack it. I just want to talk about this for 1 minute. How in the hell? Because I'm just curious. How in the hell you gonna love somebody that's sicking a dog on you?
That's crazy. Water hoses, done hung you, done whipped you, done did all these things to you, and they want you to love them.
Love? Where is the love?
Yeah, it's hard to love something that don't love you.
I can't love somebody that's sicking a dog on me, or somebody busting me upside the head with a billy club. I can't. I can't. It's not in me to do something like that. Trying to do something like that is insane. The end result is going to be exactly what the end result be. You're going to love them and destroy yourself. Because what? In loving them, you're going to hate what they hate.
Slacky, and that's your people.
Right. Exactly. In loving them, you're going to hate what they hate. The same way we love the Lord and we hate what the Lord hate. Well, when you love them, you hate what they hate. They hate your people, and they show it. They show their hatred, man. And they ain't scared to show it.
That's a heavy point too, sir. You're supposed to hate what the Lord hate. But if you love them, you're going to hate what they hate. And then you might as well look in the mirror. You understand? Because you hate yourself. Nothing else. They hate you so bad that they will lock you in just to turn you against your own people. Slack.
No, that's absolutely right. All right, read that 22 again.
This is Proverbs 139. Salakia. This is Psalms 139, verse 22. I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them my enemies.
He count them his enemies, man. And that's the thing we don't, and that's what we do not do inside of here. Again, we don't count nobody our enemies. Too busy trying to love every goddamn body. It's sickening. Sickening, man. All right. Just read the next verse. I'm gonna go and just finish this on out. Just go ahead and read the next one.
Khan, verse 23. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me.
So, Salaki. When it say search my heart and know me, that's not a light thing to skip over, because that's what we want inside. Know me, Lord. Know that I hate these things that you hate. Know that I'm fighting against these things that you want tore down. I'm not out here celebrating Christmas. I'm not out here celebrating Easter. I'm celebrating the Passover with my brothers.
Damn right.
I'm doing the things that you want me to do.
Right.
What are we doing? What is the next person doing? It's time to put away the things that the oppressor loved, man. If Donald Trump ain't showing you that that he is not a lover of your people, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. He care about one thing, making money. That's it. Mm-hmm. Him and his business people making money. He say we gonna make a lot of money, and he ain't playing. He went and took over a whole country.
Good night.
A whole country. Him and his people about to make a killing. They ain't cutting you in on that.
It's Slovakia. If we watch the brothers on Slovakia, if we watch the people that runs America, basically, the Trump, the National Guards, all these different militaries, you can see it's not for the greater good of no people. Everything they do is for money. It's to build their kingdom up, to make them stronger. And not even as a whole. White folks, the oppressor is so conniving, they would do away with their own people just to make for their pockets can come up. You could watch it when you watch Democrats and Republicans. Both of them is criminals, and both of them go back and forth. You understand? They go back and forth over the same thing. It's all about money. It don't have nothing to do with the people that's living here. Slack.
No, you absolutely right, man. You 110% right, man. It don't got nothing to do with none of the people. And if you black Hispanic,
damn sure ain't got nothing to do with you.
It's over for you. You might as well forget about it.
Yeah.
At least with the oppressor people, they got something to cheer about.
Yeah.
Even though they don't realize they ain't getting nothing either. They at least can stand there and cheer and say, what a great job America's doing.
Yeah.
You're doing a great job. You black and Hispanic, you don't even get that. What is a Hispanic man cheering for today?
In Slovakia, I never understood, especially the Hispanics right now, so-called Hispanics right now, you know, the ones that actually went into a poll line and voted. What are you voting for? I mean, what are you voting for? They've been trying to send you back over to another, could put you in a jail and send you somewhere else ever since I can remember. They've been battling against this. You know, same thing what we go through with them. So as a black person, what are you voting for? I'm 52 years old. I never seen the change that benefit the blacks, Hispanics, and Native folks ever in my life. I never voted a day in my life. And I still have people come up to me and was like, well, if you vote, you can't complain. Shit, I ain't complaining on anything. You know what I'm saying? And once you know the truth, and this this before you even know the truth. So once you know the truth, it even makes it just like icing the cake even more. Like, that didn't make no sense to sit out here and go to a polling line if you was a black man or a Hispanic man or a Native American man. You understand? Because ain't nothing ever changed in your life. None of those votes gonna do anything that's gonna benefit you. Only thing that's gonna benefit you is you learning these laws, statutes, and commandments, and you following those to a T. That's the only thing that's gonna benefit you. Salaki.
Shout out to the people online right quick.
All right, I see you on here, Adawan.
Damn right.
Aisha.
Sister Aisha,
Yeah,
what's up?
Sister Aisha in the house.
That is my girl, Sister Aisha. She always rocking out with brothers, man.
King Denny. Oh, that brother is Kid Denny. King Denny. Shalom Yabashim Yabshah Barakatah. Young man Dennis checking in from Greensville, South Carolina. We got Live G 843. Shalom Yabashim Yabshah Barakatah. G checking in. Nazam. I don't want to butcher that name. Precinct officer of 5K. Matadar. Checking in from New Orleans. The water, sir. I'm checking in. We got Salam. Y'all, it's like Salam checking in from Chicago. Precinct officer Mashah Rib, under commanding Captain Mike Quad 1 West. What else we got on here? So that's all I see on here now, sir.
All right, ain't no sweat. That's good. The water to all y'all.
Oh, we got my rib in here checking in. Melissa Redmond,
right.
She checking in.
That's the rib from Pet?
Yeah, from the Paso.
All right, the water to all y'all, man. I'm glad to see y'all tonight. The water for rocking out with us. All right. All right, let's finish that up. Where we at?
This is I'm gonna go back to 23, sir. Top of 23. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts. Verse 24. And see if there be a wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting.
That's it on that?
All
right, let's hit Psalms 97. I just wanted to finish that on up. There's only like 2 verses in there. I just wanted to go and get it done. That David, I'm telling you, man, David didn't think about loving no goddamn enemies. He ain't think, and we talking about David was our king. So if he ain't think about loving them, what was he installing in us? Love everybody? Nah, no, he wasn't. He was like, the nations around about us are our enemies. That's all over the Bible. That's what's so crazy to me. The Lord tell us that the other nations around us, we not even supposed to deal with or even bother with. In some kind of way, because of Christianity, they skip over that whole part of the Bible. You ain't never heard them say in Christianity, well, you might want to stay away from other nations. Every nation to itself. You can look at that. That's the reality of it today inside of this kingdom. Every nation really stays to themselves except us. The other nations in here, they laugh at us and make fun of us and tell us we ain't S-word. And they come right in our community. They own every tire shop. Like, they own every goddamn thing. It was a time, some kind of way, I don't even understand what happened. Because black folks, we used to own all our businesses in our neighborhood, or at least majority of them. And then all of a sudden, boom. I mean, like when I was younger coming up, we at least owned the tire shops.
Yeah.
We don't even own the tire shops no more.
Yeah.
We don't even own the tire shops no more. We at least own the tire shops. And it's crazy when I pull up to a tire shop now when I'm like, damn, it's the Arabs running the tire shop.
Yeah.
We don't even run that no more. Like, go ahead.
Hey, Salaki, sir, you know what's crazy about that? I also remember when black folks used to own a lot of things around here. But you know, if you look at the way the oppressor moves, he don't mess with the Arabs, the Chaldeans. It's when he see us accumulating a certain amount, he know he gotta put his foot down and keep us down. So then he gonna come in and offer you crazy money to buy out your store, or he gonna think of a way to push you out of your you know, whatever you own. So every nationality around here, you know, you go down to Hamtramck, that used to be all Polish town. So when I was young, it was all Polish.
I remember that.
Now it's all Arab.
Dang.
You know, they took over now. But it's funny because if you ever went somewhere and you seen black folks, all black folks businesses and all that, they're gonna blow that place up. They're gonna do something to that place because they know who we are. We just don't know who we are.
It ain't gonna last. You can't go in their community and open up a hot dog stand.
Damn right. They don't want nothing. If you generate too much wealth as a so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, and you come into, look, you got the East Indians. They run every church's chicken around here now. It wasn't like that 5-6 years ago.
And that shit tastes terrible.
It don't taste nothing like it used to taste. You know, but yet we still go purchase it.
I wouldn't buy that shit. I wouldn't feed that to my dog.
Yeah, right.
I would not feed that to my dog. So yeah, what you saying, it is so different now than what it was, man. So many people, they done pushed black people out of their own goddamn community. And like I just said a second ago, you can't even go into their neighborhood and open up a hot dog stand. You can't do it. You can't even go into their community and sell bottled waters. You know how they sell the waters on the freeway right there for $1? You can't do that in their neighborhood. Hell,
call the police on you.
Man, they gonna call the police on you. They might try to fight you. Get your ass out of here. Get yourself on up out of here. Because what? Self-preservation. Self-preservation. They understand self-preservation. We don't understand that, man. We don't understand that. And every nation think like that.
Mm-hmm.
Every nation think like that. You a brother. You going to your oppressor neighborhood and try to open the store. You think they about to go in that? They ain't gonna fight you. They ain't gonna say nothing to you. They ain't gonna do nothing. They just not gonna come to your store. He'll drive an extra mile or two just not to go to your store.
Salaki, what they gonna really do is make sure every permit you need to pull to open that store is revoked.
Oh, man,
they're gonna make sure it's gonna be the hardest thing in life for you to open that place.
Oh man.
You understand? You're gonna have to go through hell and back to try to open something that you ain't gonna make a cent off of.
That you ain't gonna make a cent off of. But see, for the Arabs, man, they make it so easy. They give them, not a loan. They'll give them the money just through grants.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go, no problem.
And don't have to pay taxes on it.
And then they don't gotta pay taxes on it,
Mm-hmm.
man. As long as they in our community.
Yep. You know what's heavy too, sir? Salaki, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
They don't have to pay taxes on it. And what they do is keep transferring it to another family member's name to never have to pay taxes on it. You don't see them chasing them down because they know what they're doing. But you don't see the government trying to get taxes from them.
No, you don't see no new law.
No, none of that. But let you miss or be late on your taxes, they foreclosing on you immediately. You getting threats in the mail and all of that, you understand? but it's not like that for these other nations. Yeah, no matter if the oppressor like them or not, they're not us, so they're gonna get treated better than us.
That's 100% right. As long as they being in our neighborhood, the oppressor gonna do everything he can to put them on top of us.
Mm-hmm.
And what you said is so right, and that's why when we was just talking about the tire shops,
Mm-hmm.
and we talking about it used to be black owned and now the Arabs own it. That's why,
Mm-hmm.
because they couldn't get a loan to keep their shop open. They couldn't get it. The oppressor wouldn't give it to them. But guess who he did give it to? A stinking Arab.
Yep.
He gave it to him. And like you said, Hamtramck is full of Arabs. You think ain't no illegal Arabs over there?
Quit playing.
You see ICE over there? No, you don't. You don't. Because everything inside of this stinking kingdom is set up to hate blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the chosen people of the Lord, man. There's no love for us inside of this kingdom. The only love we can have inside of this kingdom is the love we have for each other.
Damn right.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. You can't get no love for the oppressor. Sure, he'll use you in his military. He'll use you on his police force. He'll use the hell out of your ass. But he won't love you. You can forget about that.
Yeah. Salaki, I'm sorry, Salaki.
Go ahead.
We look at how everything that we go through as a whole, you know what I'm saying? We like the villain in every aspect of the matter. But the same people that bombed the Trade Center, they have areas down here in America that they holding down their self. Dearborn, Hamtramck. You know the size of these places? Like Dearborn is not a small city. You understand? Dearborn is not a small city. When you ride over through Dearborn, go to they have their own stores, markets, everything, restaurants, everything. It's like they're at home. We can't do nothing to come close to home. We don't even know where home is. You know what I'm saying? With most of us, we look at it like this is our home, but you don't have anything, and there's no outlet for you to even get anything, and we don't even notice that. You know, it's crazy because every nationality, Chinese food, we go to Chinese food places, they don't eat what they serve us.
Hell no.
You know, but look how many Chinese food places are in the inner cities. All of them are in the inner cities. If you go out to the suburbs, they more of a dine-in type of restaurant. You go into the inner cities, everything gated up, nasty, disgusting, never cleaned up. And this is what they feed us in the inner cities of Detroit, in the inner cities of Chicago, when it comes to these restaurants and things of that nature. But it's all, they have their own areas. Black folks can't have their own areas unless it's the projects. Yeah, it got to be the projects. But we can't have no businesses in that same projects. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
No, what you're saying is absolutely right. And you made a good point about the Arabs doing 9/11 and they having whole areas. It would seem like, now this is just me, it would seem like they would be flooded with immigrants trying to get them the hell out of here.
Kind of instead of chasing our brother around here.
The tribe of Issachar has done nothing.
Nothing.
They just trying to live.
Nothing. And they give us more work than anybody over here.
The tribe of Issachar is at Home Depot getting picked up by ICE.
Yep.
They're at Home Depot buying supplies, working on people, fixing things up.
Yep. Trying to make an honest living.
Living. They picking them up at work. They picking them up at school. They picking them up at places of business. They not picking them up. They ain't in the basement trying to make a bomb to blow stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what they doing.
Mm-hmm.
But the people that are doing that, they just chilling around peacefully.
Yeah, and just to add one more thing on that, we like the Chaldeans and the Arabs that run the gas station. How many unaliving have they? How many times have they unalived one of our people for being in a gas station? Now they'll shut the gas station down, true enough, but trust me, they're not deporting them.
Hell no.
They're not in jail. They just shut their business down, and all they do is go to another place and open up another one. So it ain't nothing for them.
They'll close it down for a couple of years and reopen it.
Kind of a kind.
It'll be a Sunoco, and then it'll be a Shell.
Kind of a kind. That's all they're gonna do is change the brand of it. Yep.
That's all they're gonna do. Just change the brand of it and reopen it. Yep. After a couple of years, they'll shut it down for a couple of years. If it's a profitable gas station, if it wasn't too profitable, they won't even worry about it. They'll just let it sit there because it don't matter to them because they own all of them. Yeah. They own all of them, so it don't matter. They own the gas stations and the corner stores, so it don't matter to them, and nobody is thinking about deporting them. You would think that the oppressor would be cheering for them to be deported. They cheering for the tribe of Issachar. That's how you know it's hatred. It ain't got nothing to do with them being illegal and none of that nonsense. Got nothing to do with that.
You know how they tell us to forget about, all the things all the slavery and all the abuse that we've been through, but yet they remember 9/11. I wonder when they remember 9/11, do they think about that nation that's down there, Dearborn, the nation that's down there, Hamtramck? Y'all ain't too mad. Y'all ain't going down there trying to run them about here.
No, you're absolutely right. They think about 9/11 and it makes them hate the tribe of Issachar more. Yep. That's what it does. They hate us more. They think about that and they say, ooh, them niggas. That's what they do, man. Yeah. That's what they do. It fuels their hate. It is such a hatred thing towards the Lord's chosen people, man. They don't even have hatred towards the people that's harming them. They at war with the entire Middle East. Yeah. Yeah. The so-called Arabs live just fine here, and they sleep comfortably in their bed. Ain't worried about deportation or none of that.
Salakia, another point. So
go ahead.
You know how when something happened to a so-called black man or black woman, they protest. They'll get the tear gas and them doing all this crazy, acting like they about to tear up some stuff. So why doesn't that happen, during this war? We done had Arabs protesting. You ain't heard nothing, no harm done to none of them.
No, you ain't gonna hear no harm.
No police showing up to keep the crowd down or any of that. You understand?
And they got bombs.
They
are real threats. Yeah. These people blow themselves up to harm you.
Yes.
They blow themselves up. Ain't nothing more gangster than this right there.
But that's what shows you the mind space of the oppressor. They more comfortable with them. Compared to they are with us. Compared to they are with Issachar. You know what I'm saying? They don't want the so-called Mexican, the so-called black man, to feel. They want us always to feel like they can get rid of us or they can do something to us. They don't do that to these other nations. Let that 9/11 been African Americans or black, so-called black folks, or Issachar, so-called Mexicans, stuff like that. What you think would be going on right now if that was to happen? The insurrection when they climbed over the walls. Yeah, so what if that was us? They'll still be trying to lock us for this to this day.
They would deport every Mexican in the United States. Mexicans would no longer be allowed. The tribe of Israel would no longer be allowed over here. Legally or illegally, all of them would be. They would pass. They would make a whole new law. They make a whole nother law and get them out of here. Every last one of them. They'll say something stupid like they don't know who is who, so we got to get rid of all of them.
And it's so funny that the biggest immigrant here, which is the white man, want to decide who the hell stay on this land.
On stolen on the land that he done stole.
Kind of a kind. Come on now.
This is ridiculous. Nobody need each other more than blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. We need one another in the side of this kingdom, man. And we need to understand who our enemy is. We need to understand who to love and who to hate. It's a must.
What a perfect hate.
Because they know how to hate us, for sure. They know it. We need to start loving each other, man.
Yeah, all right.
We need to start loving each other. We need to put our petty differences aside. You got a differences or an art with a brother, just go talk to the brother, man. Do whatever you can and work it out. Because believe it or not, man, it's about to come a time where that brother that you got art with,
you're gonna need that brother.
You are going to need him.
You're gonna need that
and
brother.
He's gonna need you. And we're gonna need each other. We all gonna need each other because we're not gonna have nowhere to turn. You saw what they was just doing over there with Russia. Where's Russia? Who Russia war with right now? What's the name of that little place?
Iran?
No. The little Jewish people over there. God, dog, I can't think of who they is right this second. But I'm sure y'all saw it on the internet when they was escaping out of there and they was getting on the subway and they was stopping the black people and letting all the white people get on there. We gonna need each other, man. Because when things get serious, yeah, and that's over there. What you think they're gonna do over here? When things get hard and things get rough and things get tough, they're not gonna blame the government. They're gonna turn and take their anger out on you.
Yeah, all right.
That's what's gonna happen. They're gonna turn and take their anger out on you. We need each other, man. We need to start learning how to love each other. All right. And with that, I'm gonna close the class out. For Tazarok, don't got anything else you want to add?
Wow, sir. Wow.
All right. With that, we're gonna close out tonight. The water to y'all for rocking out with us tonight. Shalom, Israel.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're